We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Jose Quintana gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Stepping in, Cameron Maven. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First delivery to him on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Rojas is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Justin Bour comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. 2 balls and a strike to Bour. Now the 2-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul. So a missed opportunity there. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away. High and deep to right center. Happ is after it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Martin Prado now comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Play ball.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Miami jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the opener of this 3-game set between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. It's Interleague Baseball on MLB Network. John Lester, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Bryant with the bare hand. It's in time. So here is Avisail Garcia. His past history against John Lester, he's only 2 for 10. Check swing grounder to the right side. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees the temperature at first pitch. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Garcia playing here in his age 26 season. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to T.J. House, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Line towards center field, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Wilson Contreras is doing. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
So in now for Chicago, Chris Bryant. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First offering on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle. Moncada has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Inning number 2. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right
now. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Up next for Chicago, Nicky Delmonico. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Well, even though these 2 teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Hit hard towards center, and a base hit as the White Sox pick up their first knock of the ball game. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
A ball and 2 strikes.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Delmonico is off at first with 2 away. Count all the way full to the White Sox center fielder.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. White Sox lead. The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. For the current campaign, Rizzo is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. There's a sinker that misses for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second. At the plate, Wilson Contreras. First offering on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll roll over it and send it to shortstop. Anderson brings it in. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
First pitch on its way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Russell stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch coming, here it is. Missed with a slider. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home is a ball below the zone. Jason Hayward would be next. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. Here's Jason Hayward now. And he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. His numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Garcia. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Wrigley Field in Chicago. Cloud Gate there, a popular tourist destination at Millennium Park. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Grounded to short. Russell's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Ready now for the White Sox, T.J. House. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
A 1-ball, 1-strike count to the White Sox pitcher. You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
This one skied out toward right. Hayward coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an early game.
Tim Anderson is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. And it's 2 balls and a strike for Tim Anderson.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Avisail Garcia will be next. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Hayward will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. So stepping in, Jose Abreu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
On the run is Almora.
And the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They're on the. Here's Javier Baez as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Javier.
Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down out there and should get all the way to the ivy for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. Abreu is there, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Now batting, third baseman.
Riding in once again, Chris Bryant, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Now the 0-1. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
A good job of hitting right there, D. Where runner on third, less than 2 outs, all you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that, hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the runner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Comes set with the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Delmonico waits on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. Digging in for his second at-bat, Wilson Contreras, runner in scoring position with 2 guys. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. Bryant at second with 2 down. Back up, and this is off the second base bag, and that's through into center field, base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping into the box. From the stretch. And a ball 1-0.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Here's Addison Russell.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with this release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to leading off the inning, Matt Davidson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. Line drive to center field. Almora is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 30.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. A base hit in his first trip. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Some success with 2 away, and the top of the 4th is still alive. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And as we give you a look at the White Sox leaderboard, you can see his total there. Currently 2nd best on the ball club. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Almora is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Digging in to try it again, John Lester drew a base on balls his first time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit on the ground to third. Davidson ranges to his right, and there's 1 away. Here's Jason Hayward now. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Hayward, or often just Jay Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself. The 1-2. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Second baseman, number 9.
Digging in and looking for more. Javier Baez. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they lead it 3-0. Standing in, Omar Narvaez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Almora is right there, one down. Ready for another chance? TJ House, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Popped him up. Baez ranging into the outfield, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
and that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Hit out towards second. Baez has it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready once again. Albert Almora comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a drive out to left center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screw.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line. Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Swing and a liner. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I I guarantee you, my man's smiling on the inside.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Addison Russell is on deck. Popped him up. On the move is Garcia. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. So here is Avisayo.
Leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, Avisayo Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Digging in once again, Jose Abreu, 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that misses for ball 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Giving chase is Almora. And that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 24.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Davidson. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he takes ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're on the... James Shields is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Riding in once again, Addison Russell. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's gone 2 for 6. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. Davidson is up with it, and there's one down now. And now the Cubs pitcher, John Lester, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And that's in there, base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Scorched to third. Scooped up. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, decided. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. Drilled to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Nicky.
Digging in and looking for more, Nicky Delmonico. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready for another chance? Leury Garcia. 2 away in the inning. Be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
2 out, nobody on. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Almora is under it, and he makes the... And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Lifted into center field. Garcia moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Really deceptive changeup there. very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. And quickly there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
That's ball 2.
Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Anthony Rizzo would be next. The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
First baseman number 44.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Lifetime numbers with James Shields. He's had some success, 5 for 11. He's running, and a step off. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 delivery. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Bryant stands at second with 2 gone. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 2-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Delmonico waits on it, and that ends the inning. Strand 1. They lead it 4-0. Ready once again, Omar Narvaez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Tyler Saladino has grabbed the bat now and moved into the on-deck circle, so he'll hit in the place of the pitcher, Shields. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. Joaquin Soria is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. Way out in front. 0-1 on its way. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 pitch. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Ben Zobrist. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Popped him up. Davidson shading to his right. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell. Lifetime numbers against Soria. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Here it comes, 1-0. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Here now the 2-2. Here's one hit softly down the line in left. Foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Narvaez. The throw is in time, just ahead of the... So here is Avisail Garcia. Match up with John Lester now to lead off the inning. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Zobrist sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. Ready now for the White Sox. Jose Abreu not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Hit out towards second. There's Baez. The second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Drilled to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
4-0 to score this afternoon. The Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Lester earns win number 4 on the season. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Time of the ball, 2 hours and 38 minutes. Our ticket attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball. And remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the National League Central, the Chicago Cubs combined for a 4-hitter as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 4-0. The San Francisco Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 7-2. The Milwaukee Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they toppled the Rockies 12-3. Jock Peterson was a major force at the plate, driving in 4 as the Dodgers pushed past Cincinnati 7-2. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The San Diego Padres knocked out 10 hits as a team as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 10-3. The Braves put up 16 hits on the day as they manhandled the Marlins 10-4. The Mets combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-1. The Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 8-3. The A's smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 7-3. Al Albuquerque got his second W of the season, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 3-2. The Orioles combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 6-3. The Indians amassed 14 hits in the game as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 5-4. The Mariners got an astounding 20 hits in total as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 9-2. The Twins totaled 11 hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 3-0. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 9-0. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. Stay tuned for Cubs baseball next. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. In for strike 2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Garcia on second. Abreu is over at first with 1 away. Hit hard on the ground to first. A tag for 1. Oh, but the feed is offline. Couldn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. On to second, but the throw is wide. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in the switch hitter, Yohan Moncada. And the White Sox looking for more here in the game's opening frame. In there, strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times. So
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox pick up just the 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The White Sox lead this one 1-0. Miguel Gonzalez is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today,
They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Gonzalez, 33 years old. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The next hub up, Jason Hayward. And he's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. And as you can see, it's not been the case of late. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. He'll try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Batting third baseman.
Here's the pitch.
Ryan.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
You want to talk about setting a tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
They'll whip this one to first in time. And up next for Chicago, Nicky Delmonico. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. So perhaps a hit or 2 in this one could put him up over the top. 2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder. 3-0 now.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. Kevin Smith will be next. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. No balls and a strike to count. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And that misses 2-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber. In prior meetings with Miguel Gonzalez, he's 1 for 4.
Kyle Schwarber.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Chicago White Sox. And let's focus our attention on infielder Yoan Moncada. This guy, when I watch this guy play, I can't help but think back to highlights of Robbie Alomar. The way he's able to play with that baseball, quick hands, dynamic defender, switch hitter with pop from the both sides. 5-tool talents do not come around too often like this guy.
One ball, one strike to count. The 1-1 home. Bullet back up the middle. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angles, that high heater usually gets by.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He swings and lines it to left. This will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. So coming to the plate, Addison Russell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Garcia on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They trail this one. Ready now for the White Sox. Miguel Gonzalez. 9-1-2 due up. Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. 2-0 now.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
2-2. Struck him out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is Contreras into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
And that's through for a hit.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day's box score, that's a line drive.
And there he goes towards second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Howe moving to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
And a slider, called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. But for the Sox, a run here in the inning on the solo home run. Leading off the inning, u000s, and they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Swings through the slider there. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez. First time up, he went down looking. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled off. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Javier Baez becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Striding in once again, Yohan Moncada. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Hit to short. Gloved by Russell. And there's out number 2. Stepping up now, Kevin Smith comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep. to the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And it's fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Got him. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lined hard toward right center. Garcia arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he...
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. Digging in the switch hitter, Leury Garcia. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test. Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Darvish pauses, 0-1 on its way. And he pops up the bunt attempt. The 0-2 home. He squares, and it's in the air. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tim Anderson. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Garcia rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score as they push their lead to 3 now.
Wow, with 1 out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his second hit of the game, so he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Swing and the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Digging in once again, Jose Abreu. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Howe will get there, and he puts it away to retire the... Digging in to try it again, Wilson Contreras. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that's out number 1. Striding into the box, Ian Happ hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Davidson. On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone in the home 5th. The next Cub up, Addison Russell. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Garcia on the run. He gets there to make the... Ready for another shot now, Matt Davidson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. That's wide, 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Schwarber is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Takes a good curveball at the knees. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Russell has it, and there are 2 away now. Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Kevin Smith is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Ready once again, Leury Garcia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple, but they hold a 4-0. And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Hit down the line at first. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.